We're going live later, kids, but not now. Much later, kids.
Your call.
End. By the way, comma, that video that you created was amazing, period. That should be perhaps something you do once a week, period. You are too hung up on everything being perfection, period. People want to see your lifestyle, period. They want to see short, funny little clips and see your personality, period. Everything cannot be detailed in perfection, period. It's not Walmart or a national chain, comma. It's the 23-year-old shooter whose life people want to see, period. Boo-doo-doo.
Hey, how's it going, Danny?
Yo, how many of those horrible client videos did you watch?
So I put a pause on my Netflix and I've been watching all of them every single night. I fall asleep to them.
Scary. Well, don't fall asleep, then
Yeah.
you're gonna miss something. All right, this all happens very quickly until we get somebody to talk to us, which is up to you if you get the right information. So I changed a few things around because there's only one of me and there's quite a few clients. So I'm pretty particular. We have two prospects for today. Is that right?
Yes, that's
All you
correct.
had there was like a random two. That's fine. Nightwalker's the name of the store. History new. That's important because I check the history of these addresses against everything I've ever done. Then once we get on the phone together, that changes to the date, which is that. There might be a myriad of dates on here, and we'll know at a glance that we've done a lot of stuff. Down here, we see Woodmont Properties. There's the number. You got the number from Google. Landlords Leasing Company name, 2 stores in the shopping center. Very good. You can just say, there was a sign or I did whatever, but we're pretty sure. The notes are simple. It starts with today's date and Danny dialed. It's always going to be that because I'm going to dial. Then I put the last 4 of the number I'm calling, 2302. Standard CRM, customer relations management, so that if at some point in a later date, trust me, you will forget this stuff. They answer, they start blathering on. Don't consider me to be sitting in front of the computer. Just do like bullet points, and quotes are really good and really important. So if the guy says, well, my rate of rent's $3,000 a month, you just need to type it out, 3K a month. And then you can come back later and put complete sentences in where we have those little notes. And I'm normally just going to call and then peep the photos as I talk to the person. First was Rick's tattoo and blah, blah, blah. You can go to the website and find a person's name. Otherwise, I'm calling and kind of poking around like, hey, who handles Falls Church? Who's the individual? And I'm not even going to mention the laundromat ever until I get that person on the phone because we want that visceral response when they say, oh, gee whiz, they're a shitty tenant, something they would never say unless we were on the phone. What else?
Um, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else
Good.
other than one note, right? Just one last note, right? This might not matter, but I just want to say it anyways. So it seems like it's a community of like Spanish folks. Like it's a really hardcore community. And I don't know why the first thought that came to mind was like, if I like stole their laundromat, like would they all like boycott the laundromat?
Yeah, if they find
As
out that you're a black woman, they'll never come back. Is there anything else that's a real thing?
no.
Yeah. Fears, right? Fears keep people going to jobs. Fears keep people doing things that they despise. Fears keep people from doing anything worthwhile. These motherfuckers are never going to know who you are. You could be in there collecting the coin and they see you and they just think you're an employee. It really doesn't matter. That's 1% of 1% of the customers. I am calling the number. Here we go. Stand by.
In Woodmont Properties. To reach Ana Maria in accounting, dial 2. To reach Amanda Reyes, lease administrator, dial 3. For Austin Smith, property manager, dial 4. For Pam Taylor in leasing, dial 5. For Tanya Holinka, business development, please dial 6.
Did you hear the last name? This is why notes are important. They said Alicia something. I didn't catch it.
I can get that later.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Alicia, my name is Danny. I'm calling on some commercial space in beautiful Falls Church, Virginia, of course. Call me back. Let me give you my cell phone, 480-206-6275. Looking to lease. I'm not a broker or an agent. Don't hold that against me. Thanks. Patricia, what I do now is I save this number under Alicia. If you go in here later, no need to text me or anything else. Remember, I get about 70 or 80 texts every single day. If you have a question about anything, feel free to text it to me. But as far as stuff in the CRM, just put it in here. You can put her last name here if you so desire. I wouldn't worry about it. Not a big deal. I'm saving every number that we call. So this will be the work number for Alicia, blah, blah, blah. What does this say? Danny, dial the number, Woodmont Properties, etc. Right? It's a voicemail system. Alicia Blank, the lease manager, press 3, right? In quotes, because that's what it says. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. You see that? Well, first there was Muzak after I pressed 3. The 3 in parentheses, that means that I pressed 3. It went to Muzak. Then what did it do? It forwarded to her cell phone. And it said, your call has been forwarded to voicemail. LMTCB, come on, you know what that is. You got it. You know what that is. Left message to call back. So this is our standard stuff. It saves time, energy, effort. Here's the suck. These people are pieces of shit, as you've seen many, many times. They don't give a fuck. They are, at the best of times, real estate agents. At the worst of times, landlords who we get in a fight with, which is really fun. I like your pictures. Looks like they have gaming machines in there. You're going to make an absolute killing and a fortune in Virginia, Maryland, because you have these legal gaming machines. You're going to make a lot of money doing that. Just keep that in mind. You'll go through me and my friend Peter, and we'll get it done. He's been a bit of a turd with following up with my people, so I decided to start helping with that process. You're printing money. Peter does like $9 million a month. But, you know, he's got 40 stores. Next one's in Arlington. I'm already down here on page 22. Friendly neighbors. Again, little things. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to help fix it myself so that next time you see the text colors should be blue. And if that's, I assume that that is a joke. I assume that you're being funny. The 2 goes away.
No, I'm being dead ass.
They're nice. Friendly neighbors.
Very nice.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I am 34.
Yeah, that sounds like something a 34-year-old would say. Dead ass. New changes to today's date. I just spent 4 days skiing with my daughters and their boyfriends, so I'm trying to figure out all the shit that you guys say.
How old?
16. Well, 17, 20, and 23. They're 3 years apart. And the one boyfriend doesn't ski, so he stayed home, the youngest one. So fuck that guy. We all were making fun of him because we're like, if he doesn't ski, he's never going to get along with us. If you look at my daughter's Instagram, you'll see the video that she made today. Pretty good. I think I put it on my Facebook too. Regency centers, this should all be in red. Again, it just helps me to keep it clear. New clients are always afraid I'm going to be screaming at them. No, I just, like I say, if you found a dollar bill and it was gray instead of green, you'd be like, something's wrong here. So the colors kind of keep everything straight in my head. Regency Centers, shopping center will be undergoing renovations, and they have 2 more vacant shops. So all I need here is, believe it or not, number from signage. And don't be afraid to call it. You can dial it up and or play around on their website when it's a big center like this and just figure out who we should be calling. If there's only one agent, no big deal. How does it start? Danny dialed 4336. And don't forget, each and every single one of these has a real estate agent behind it, right? And behind that real estate agent, there is someone who has a cell phone number. If they're over 4 years old, they have a cell phone number. We know that. So the more research you do in our off time not working together, the more we will be able to get shizzy done. Now, when they forward it, they see their office calling, like that last call. That looks like her office, and she doesn't even pick up. That's cool.
Mhm.
I'd like to reach through the phone and murder most of these people.
Mhm.
Additional info: neighbors were very friendly, offered information on the center very easily. Walked to the Dollar City, spoke to the little brother landlord, Dollar City, church cemetery. So, like all of this, I'm not picking on you. All of that you just wrote. He said his brother purchased the dollar store years. What I would like to see here is a bullet point, right?
Mhm.
Dollar store owner. Good enough. I don't give a shit if it's his brother. Told Pat, whatever. What did he say? What did he basically say? What is all
So
that?
pretty much so all of this, pretty much he's saying that he owns his dollar store. His brother purchased his dollar store years ago. So
The
his brother is
business,
technically the
not the dirt or the dirt. The
I'm
dirt meaning he owns his dollar store. He's very proud, but he has a landlord, right?
well, he said that his brother is the landlord and he does not have to pay rent. Like their
Okay.
space is worth
That is only
7,000,
going to
but
happen when your brother's the landlord. That's not a real thing. You know what I mean? He is the dollar store a standalone building?
no, it's not.
Okay. So it's his brother. That's the only way we can get away with that, right? Is it on paper? Probably not. I bought 2 out of 3 of my daughter's homes. I'm just saying. And one of them, the previous owner of this residence had a fight with the neighbor about the fence. So these people are like 75 years old. I go over, knock on the door. Our dogs all meet each other. I'm really getting along. You want to get along with your neighbors. And we're talking, and I look over and I see this cactus has been cut in half. The half that goes onto their yard, they cut in half. I swear to God. I know these people are lunatics. Why'd they cut the cactus in half? Because it was growing in their yard. Why didn't they just remove it? I know they're lunatics. Now, the husband goes, oh, you smoke cigars? I smoke cigars. Come in, look at my house, check out my office. Coolest 75-year-old dude. But the wife is like, you have to be really careful. Here's the whole point of this. I said, we're going to have some people come out and build us a fence. We want you to be involved in the process. Isn't that nice? Well, when the fence people showed up, she's like, well, I don't know about this. I don't want to get sued. I'm like, lady, we are literally talking to you, bringing you in on the process so that you know what to expect. Well, I want something from the county that says that you're not going to sue me. Lady, you're going to be dead by the time this house gets, whatever. But just pain in the ass. Now, a handshake is worth more than anything, right? That's my point of this whole story. I'm talking to her about what's going to happen. I'm the homeowner, they're the homeowner. And she's just a Karen, right? She's just worried. And her husband's kind of looking at me like, yeah, dude, I got to deal with this shit every day. I'm just, okay. Then she texts my wife, like 400 texts to my wife about where to go. I told my wife, I said, you won't have to do anything. She's going to send you all the information on how to get a hold of the county. I guarantee. Then she looks at our backyard, which is way back there that nobody can see but her. Trust. She says, you better take care of those weeds. I'm just telling you because the association, they'll get on you. Only if you tell. Like, how are they going to know that there's weeds back there? Meanwhile, we just bought the house, So I told Brighton, my daughter's boyfriend, get back there and spray those fucking weeds. I went and bought a thing. Got to get along with your neighbors. So this guy's got a little deal. Very cool. Dollar store owner told Pat, I own the dirt. See, my point is, that's pretty much what he said. Very cool. So the landlord is kind of the guy. Now, what did he say about the laundromat, if anything?
So I didn't want to bring up the word laundromat.
Sure.
Like I actually made friends with this guy. I told him I'd visit him the next time I'm in the center looking for business. But he pretty much said that. So you're sorry, just to confirm, you're not believing his story about his brother being the landlord of their.
No, I do believe it.
Building,
but it's not a legal thing where you
okay.
just don't pay rent because, unless it's your brother. I believe that 100%. It's just not a normal thing.
Okay, so
it's normal for him, yes.
Right.
But, and then, okay, $7,000, $11,000 to $14,000, center's a hot spot, blah, blah, fucking blah. Just remember, these people are kind of doofuses. They don't know much of
Right.
anything.
Right.
So
Okay.
that could be the
Well, so
laundromat that
let's
they want $11,000 for. But the laundry's operating.
right. The
Yes.
laundry is operating. The laundry is operating. My whole reason for even putting this story up is because if this is the true structure of ownership within that center, then maybe we can confirm with the agency to whether they own the laundromat or somebody else does.
Who do you don't say own?
I don't know if that matters.
Who do you think operates the laundromat?
Off the top of my head, because it's so, I would assume that maybe the leasing agent owns it. Like, but I don't know. I don't even know why I came with that assumption.
So I'm going to
It's
change the name because now we have a story. My brother is the landlord, right? And that kind of makes
yeah,
sense, and we'll both remember that next time. I know they are
yeah.
friendly, but that's kind of the deal. So I'm going to call Regency Centers, but that's the agency. That is not the landlord, and that's fine. When you spoke to this guy
Oh, I see.
for minutes, you have a vested interest in it. You talk to him. That's all great. I'm purely glasses falling off the table and broken into 1,000 pieces. I'm not a glasses half empty or full. I don't believe what people say. I believe they're telling the truth, but they usually don't know the truth. When you talk to an attendant in a laundromat, hey, what's going on here? Oh, my owner's an idiot. They never come in here and fix anything. Blah blah blah. That's an hourly employee. What do they know? Do they own any other stores? I don't know. Yeah. How long have you worked here? Maybe that'd be the important. 3 days. They don't know shit. We rented an incredible 3-story space on. Again, I'll tell stories on the water at Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe is the most beautiful place, other than Lake Como, by the way. So when we went to check out, my wife texts. It says text this number when you're checking out, and we'll send the cleaning crew. And there were signs all over the place. I hate these places. These Airbnbs are like, there's a little note on the fan light, fan. Why do you need that? If I press the fucking button and the light comes on, that's the light. If I press the fan button, the fan starts spinning. I don't need sticky notes everywhere. Anyway, I think the owner is a lunatic. Then there's signs that say, no dogs allowed on the bed. Well, fuck you. I have a 4-pound poodle. He's going to be sleeping in the bed. I'm not going to put him on the floor because of you. My dog doesn't shit in the bed. So, unbeknownst to me, my wife texts and says, we're ready to go. So there's 7 of us, and we're all getting out, and I hear this guy mumbling in the hallway, and I'm grabbing my toiletries, and I yell, I'm like a military dad, I'm like, last looks, that means everybody better have all their fucking shit. And out the door I go, and there's this Hispanic woman. Then we're loading all the skis and everything into the truck, and I hear this woman scream, you left this place a mess. There's going to be a charge. I turn around, I'm like, what the fuck? I was just speaking Spanish to some lady who was very kind, who was the cleaning lady. I'm like, who is screaming? I'm totally clueless. I don't know what's going on. And then I see a woman sitting in a Subaru Outback with her window up, staring at her phone. So I go up and I knock on the glass. I figure this is the owner of the condo, right? And she doesn't roll down her window. So I open the door with my hand. This is yesterday afternoon. And how dare you? She starts screaming at me. Don't you touch my door. She thought her door was locked, and she thought she was going to ignore me and speed away after she screamed at me that the place was a wreck. By the way, we take really good care. Even if we're staying at a Motel 6, we clean up everything, throw everything away, leave a tip, usually a huge tip for the poor bastard that's working an hourly wage, right? So I left a $100 bill on the table upstairs, but she must not have seen it, or she stole it. I don't know. I thought this was the owner. She slams her door. Now I knock on the glass again. She rolls her window down, and I said, what are you doing screaming at the top of your lungs out here? She said, how dare you touch my door? Again, I'm a woman. By the way, she's about 380, and her husband's sitting next to her. He's googly-eyed like a crack addict. And I said, is this your condo? She says, yes. And I said, okay, well, lady, don't come out here screaming at me that we left a mess. How dare you, you fucking Karen? And she goes, my name is Carol. I swear to God. And I'm like, I don't give a shit what your name is. I'm calling you a Karen. Then I look over at the dude, and he's just sitting there looking straight ahead with these thick glasses. And I go, bro, I feel so fucking sorry for you. And she starts rolling the window. You know, I'm cursing. I'm doing whatever. My daughters, of course, I know they're filming everything. They always grab their phones like kids do. And I walk back, and she's driving around now she speeds off. She's driving around the parking lot. She has to go past us again. And I'm like, everybody give her the bird. And we all flip her off. And I'm like, fuck you, lady. You're going to get the greatest review. I walk back to the door, and I knock on the door, and they've already changed the locks on the door. And the Hispanic woman, I'm like, amiga, necesita ayuda, dinero para allá. I have money for you. I put $100 bill up in the glass, right? So she opens the door, and I said, did you get the money I put upstairs? No, that bitch took the money. She picked up the $100 bill. So my wife is saying she is not the owner. That's the cleaning lady, like that owns the cleaning company. That made more sense, right? So my wife goes into Airbnb, and I said, give me the phone. I just talked on the phone. We're driving to the airport, and I said, I've never been so appalled in my life. You know, we're staying at a $2 million condo, and I got some woman screaming at me that we left a mess. How dare she do such a thing? And then while I was writing that, she texted my wife's phone, and she said she was sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I said, by the way, tell her not to text my wife. We don't want to interact with this woman, et cetera, et cetera. And I wrote a really nice message like, hey, the place was amazing. We made some great memories. And then it's all tainted by this fool. Just and she's the one that made the notes and everything too, because these people live in Dubai or some shit like that. Oy vey. I don't know why I brought that up. Signs. So
wait, were they Spanish or Dubai or I can never say the word Emirates.
I don't know. There was a Hispanic woman cleaning the place, of course. This is in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. And then the crazy white lady, Carol, and her husband were the ones that, quote unquote, ran the cleaning agency. I misunderstood, and I thought it was her condo. I don't know. I don't judge. I thought maybe it was her condo. But my wife goes, no, it is not their condo. Those are the crazy crack addicts that run the cleaning people. And by the way, the lady wouldn't open the door, and they had a little glass window, so I slapped the $100 bill on the window. She opened the door, looking just mortified, and she's on the phone. I can hear the white lady screaming at her, and I said, "Tu patrona es loca, like your boss lady is a crazy woman." And she's like, "Sí, lo siento." She was like almost in tears. She mutes her phone, and I hand her the money, and I said, "Mas dinero allá, is there more money upstairs?" She's like, no. You know, I believe her. The bitch took the $100 bill off the table. Fuck do you think you are? And they barged in there while we were still in there, which they should not have done. And there were more words. Like I said, hey, I'm not even sure if we got everything up. She says, you cannot go back in there. Well, what do you think this is, lady? It's an Airbnb. It's not a fucking plane. Okay.
Just like last question.
Yes.
The Carol lady, how old was she?
Oh, I don't know. Older than me. Just shitty ass, toothless husband.
Gotcha.
You know, when you hear the word Lake Tahoe, it sounds beautiful. It's a beautiful place. There are multi-million-dollar homes on the water. It's a lot like Maui. But who do you think is working at 7-Eleven? The people that live inland, right? There are trailers next to million-dollar homes. So it's kind of crazy there. Beautiful. And the people that live in the trailers don't ski. You know, they service the people that do. And that's what's weird. Like, I'm not this rich asshole. I came from nothing. So I'm not treating anybody like shit. I was like, why is she screaming? You left the place. By the way, we didn't. There might have been some egg remnants in the sink. What do you pay? And she's not even the one cleaning. Just insane. Yeah. We will not be spending 30 minutes on the phone together unless we get somebody on the phone. I'm just telling you. All right. I got a number for Regency. Let's call this motherfucking number up. Here we go. Stand by. I hadn't told that story yet, so I got to tell somebody.
No, you're fine. It was hilarious, actually.
Hilarious.
Karen's everywhere.
Hi, you've reached Jessica Senna with Regency Centers. Sorry I can't take your call right now, but please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon.
Jessica, Danny, D'Angelo, I am calling on some commercial space here. This is, I don't have the exact address, Falls Church. This is for my business. I'm not a broker or a realtor. Don't hold that against me. Call me back on my cell phone if you would, 480-206-6275. Thanks. When I leave messages, I want to sound bumbling and stumbling, and it's because if I'm on a phone auto dialer all day long and I'm selling something, I'd have the same message. I'd be really good at it. You know, as it is, people think my voice is like, oh, this is a salesman. What? No. So sometimes I'll pause a little bit and, you know, if they listen. It's all psychology. Jessica, you know, saying their name first. So Danny dialed. There was no message except for her. It didn't say Regency. It just said Jessica Senna. So I'm going to save that number in my phone and link it to you. Every single call we make, I do it that way. I believe that's her cell phone. If you Google that number, and I always want you to Google it. So shopping center, there's a phone number, and then there should be a Google equals, okay? And it might just say Jessica Senna. LMTCB has left message to call back. As soon as we hang up, I'll put that in. Now, here's what you don't know. Anytime these people call me back, 5 minutes from now, 5 days from now, middle of the night, 7 a.m., I text you, and we will call them back together. Don't hold your breath. A lot of these folks, you've seen the videos. It's mind-numbing the way that they act. It's kind of hard to believe. But it goes back to the fact that they don't make a lot of money doing this. Right? You want to be a realtor, you want to be on TLC selling $1 million mansions, right? That's not this. This is
Right.
slumlords working for a laundromat. And then I say, hey, I'm looking for some space. What if she only works for this small center and there's no empty space? She's not going to call back. What if she hasn't worked there in 6 months? She won't call us back at all. So if you're 99.9% sure you have the right contact information, we're going to have a better effort. I want to get on the phone, make fun YouTube videos, yell at people, but all we've done here is leave a couple of messages. So nicely done. We do this every other week, unless, of course, somebody calls back. If we were to get a hold of Jessica and she said, yeah, they're a shitty tenant, I want somebody new in there, we might send an LOI out today. We might be on the phone with her every day until you get a lease signed. That's my goal. But leaving messages,
Yeah.
I've come to a realization a long time ago. I can't charge $60,000 per client if all we do is leave messages. So do the work. What you've done so far looks good. God bless America.
Mhm.
I will talk to you soon.
Now, last question though.
Yeah.
So well, actually 2 questions. So I saw that you said only put max two numbers to call, 2
You can
locations.
put 250 contacts in this document. It could be 70 pages long right now. It's 56 pages long, but put the ones that we're going to call on the week at the top. If in the next 2 weeks you want to call these same numbers back, great. If Jessica calls us back tomorrow and she says, oh, no, we're absolutely never going to have a laundromat here again, I'll try to talk her into bringing a good laundromat in. But if it's a dead no, or the real dead no is always when they say we're going to level the whole center and we're going to get $3 a square foot. We're not going to put a laundromat in here. Then it goes off the list. But I'll still tell you at that point, you won't listen now, but I'll say, keep an eye on it. If they don't do anything in a year, we'll call them back. Maybe they sold the center.
Okay. I've got 3 other laundromats that I wanted to add. Can I add them or only do 2 at a time, just to make sure?
We're going to call 2 every other week. You can add as many as you want to the document and move them around freely as you feel fit, see fit.
Perfect. Last question. So when it comes to these agencies, is there any advice you can give as far as like digging deep and finding someone outside of like a personal number? So I think the advice you gave earlier was like
the website, like that other one forwarded to her number. And it'd be nice if it forwards and it says, you have reached 555-1214. Then we quickly put it down in the notes. You know, we both have to be Johnny on the spot. I might be on a ski slope making these calls and you're in there. I'm like, did you get that number? No, we have to call back and do it again.
Yeah.
But it all depends on the way we play the game. So in this case, bro, nobody has personal voicemails. We're lucky to hear Jessica Senna, whoever that is, because normally it's you've reached 442-4336. Leave a message. Beep. Fuck you. You know, it's so bad. She, in my opinion,
Yeah.
is a good realtor because she's got her name in there. So yeah, you can look her up, look up the number, see what you can see. But as far as calling his brother, when you were there talking to him, maybe you say, hey, let me get his number. But I wouldn't call him anyway because he's the landlord and he's hired Regency centers. That's who he wants us to call.
Right.
There's no magic, no magic bullet.
Okay. Roger that.
Roger that. Adios. Keep your ears on.
Thank you, Danny.
Thank you. Oh, God. Only 40. This is my pay my retainer. Bro, comma, I don't want to see this happen again, comma. Every time we get together and make a bunch of content, it seems to get lost on the cutting room floor, period. Hit me back with a shot list, period. I remember what we did, comma. Let's make the shorts and long forms, period.
Potentially do 35% a year and be a very safe investment.
The value of Bitcoin plummeted.
Inflation rate of Bitcoin is zero.
Why is it zero?
Because there's 21 million. That's all there's ever going to be.
Okay, so
There's 21 million,
yeah,
right? The rate at which we create more Bitcoin is asymptotically falling to zero. It's falling to zero.
what is that word?
You know,
I've never heard this word.
asymptotically.
Well, holy smokes, after that crypto wipeout and reports that Grant Cardone has listed his jet for sale on controller.com and a $30 million mansion in Florida, a lot of people are wondering, is Cardone actually buying the dip on crypto, or is he secretly getting margin called? How could a self-proclaimed billionaire be potentially
Can you get a laundromat for free? Let me tell you, the answer is yes, you can. Joined the military back in 1992 with the Marine Corps, became an officer, continued to travel the world. This time, instead of by myself, had my wife, I'd do it all over again. I love what I did for my country. Getting out was a little tough. You know, they say every good thing comes to an end. Looking up information, I come across the YouTube videos of individuals talking about their experience. Today's society, you always take everything with a grain of salt. God, that can't be real. Something's got to be up with this. It's too good to be true. Is the laundromat the right way to go? You know, how much is this going to cost? You're watching people on YouTube videos saying, hey, you can get into this thing for free. You know, anytime somebody You can get something for free. You're like, come on now. What's the catch here? You gotta listen to Danny. You gotta follow Danny's step-by-step instructions on how to work a laundromat and how to get your own laundromat for free. The information that he provides you will serve you well. Call Danny. He's gonna guide you through it. In the end, you're gonna end up with a free laundromat. That's simple.
Getting margin called. Well,
what do you think?
What the fuck do I think? This is mine. That's what I think.
That could make a lot of blockbuster drinks.
Yeah, this is mine.
Enough for the whole hood.
This shit heavier than a motherfucker 10-kilo gold bar.
Yep.
This is mine.
For the low price of $650,000.
This is worth it. You can take this off of me now. This is heavy.
What do you think?
What the
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and today be able to was originally an 11.5-inch barrel with a 4.5-inch suppressor on it. This is a cutaway from Lehman Manufacturing. They are currently making both cutaways and fully functional copies, really good copies, of the original XM77. They were called moderators. So when the gun came out,
Let me know what these things cost, comma. Maybe you can get them to give us a cutaway and a silencer for one price, question mark, mentioning Daniela, ... Kisses, period. Please start texting me 5 minutes prior to your ready point, period. Hit me up in 5 minutes again, period.
Telephone number 66266693094 can't take your call now. At the
One of my favorite people, Big Lee.
Hey, Danny. Hey, I didn't mean to. I was trying to text it the right way because
No, don't worry about it.
My mom told me to tell you that I got 2 jobs, and I'm letting you know I got 2 jobs. I got to be at the other job at 1:30.
Okay.
They don't want no
But
phones
look,
or anything.
when I'm looking at, I'm ready between 10:45 and noon. That's your time, not my time. So just text me, say, hey, I'm ready. I only have this much time. Whenever you're ready. All right.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get somebody on the phone here. Memphis, Tennessee.
No. We're gonna call the
you're always making me
75.
jump around.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right.
I had got the dates on it. It's 756 East Crump Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. And then I got a second one right up under it too. When you stroll up.
Okay.
This is the one we called before. He ain't got no voicemail, and we were just ringing.
Andre Hayes is a landlord, family business, cell number. He says, Andre, and this guy's voicemail box was full. It's fucked, man.
Yeah, it was full.
It's hard. There's nothing I can do about that. Let's hit him up again. Here we go. Stand by.
All right.
You'll hear me go off mute, and then I'm calling.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this time. Goodbye.
Let me call him again because the phone is ringing, which leads me to believe that he's seeing us call. So maybe he'll pick up. Let me put the date here. Danny dialed twice. Number ending in 2478.
You been doing all right this morning?
Yes, sir.
It's good.
All right, stand by. Lee, I'm getting the same thing. It's going to his voicemail box is full, but it does ring.
Okay.
So good news, his phone is not shut off, but maybe he's on the shitter. I don't know. If he sees me dialing twice, it might make him think, oh, this is a real human, not an auto dialer. Thanks for the toilet pictures. Always enjoy those. Next one on the list is Water Valley.
Water Valley.
Mississippi. Is this new?
This is old. We had called it. Oh, yeah, this is new. Yeah, this is new. Yeah. Because we ain't never called that one. This is new. It's our first one.
He owns the building and the laundry.
Yes, sir.
No, we called him on 11/18.
Oh, so did.
25.
Okay, it's on the bottom. We just didn't highlight it. Okay.
And he never called back. All right, here we go. Stand by.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey there, Kobe. This is Danny. I am staring at your building here in Water Valley. I want to give you a rent check. Call me so we can talk terms. I'm not a broker, sir. I'm not a real estate agent. I think you spoke to my partner a couple of months ago. 480-206-6275. That's my cell phone. Thanks, buddy. Lee, I'm sorry to hear about two jobs. When you got a kid, you got to do what you got to do, brother. I hear back from either one. I will text you right away, and we'll call him back.
Okay, then.
On your time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Keep your head down.
Thank you.
Bye. The shorts with tons of B-roll as I'm walking through the laundromat, screaming at the phone, comma. Andy's discussion when I was not with you, comma, the questions that you asked, ... And I'm looking for one big stellar long form with both of them combined, period. Graphics, all kinds of shit, period. Daniela took a whole fucking day to make this thing, period.
All right, see? All right, see?
I'd like to shove this video down the throats of all the morons that have written over the years. Quote, you should give her a doll instead of a gun, period, end quote. How about a pair of skis, question mark, hashtag Karen. Incredible edit, comma, kid, period. No, comma, two separate ones and one with everything mashed together, period.
Hey, Danny, what's up?
Yo. Yeah, if you say 30 minutes, I'm always going to be on, other calls between. So you can say 30 minutes and then you can pop on and say, but I'm going to see a text that says I'm ready, and I'm going to think you're just another I'm ready. I don't keep all the names straight. No apologies, but you can come in and say,
Gotcha.
I'm ready now. I have 30 minutes. So then I'll have it in my head, when I see those two texts. All right, first one here is
Gotcha.
that weird one
So,
on
yes.
the corner and history. There's a couple of dates here. There's about to be yet another date.
Yeah. Hopefully they pick up this time.
That's what we need, man.
Yeah.
We
so
need a
we can get the ball
motherfucker to
rolling.
pick up the phone. Otherwise, there's nothing we can do. All right, I'll leave a rude message if not. Here we go. Ganja John Thakkar. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello. Did I get you?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
I have money for you. I've called a couple of times, and I think we might be disconnecting on the reason. I'm looking to lease some space from you. Hope I have the right number. Call me back, 480-206-6275. My name is Danny. I'm not a realtor. I'm not a broker. This is Smyrna, Georgia, my friend. Thanks. Different messages. Hey, good news. He's listening to his voicemails. Otherwise, it would be full.
Right. That's a good sign, right?
There's always something good.
Yeah.
Broken, abused, neglected. This also has the same, we've called this one 3 fucking times. Jesus.
Yeah, they're going to pick up eventually, right?
Absolutely. After repeated dial number, that was the landlord, no answer. So I had to call emergency number. Peter motherfucking Co. All right, I'm dialing. Stand by.
Okay.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try again later. El cliente de servicio móvil al que llama.
Peter. Danny D'Angelo. I'm looking at a building in Woodstock, Georgia. I think you can help me with this lease, buddy. The disconnect might be the fact that you have a tenant here. The tenant is trying to sell the business. So I need to talk to you. 480-206-6275. That is my cell phone number. Call me direct or send a text. Thanks. There you go. Changing up the messages. Dapple, the minute I hear back from either one, I'll text you, dude. When you get a break, you can text me back. We'll call him back.
Okay. Awesome.
Thanks, bro.
All right, Danny. I appreciate it.
And don't forget to start compartmentalizing all of these moments with me as B-roll, period. They continue to use the same B-roll over and over again, period. Now we have a lot of new stuff, period. Gold, comma, silver, comma. Remember those, question mark? Perfect, period. I'll put it on the calendar, period. You're bringing your van, question mark? Keegan on the property. I'm pretty sure we will work a deal and I'll have you up there longer. ... Money booter, period. Asymptotically. Asymptotically.
How you doing, Danny?
I'm well. Frank, it looks like the top of the document went a little sideways here. Date of the call is missing. I do look at this stuff during the week and just check if you're looking at it. The address is just a 6. Am I scrolling down?
Blank placeholder at the
Okay, so this is
just basically
Farad's speed
start
wash.
here. Yeah, I think we made a call to them.
So I should be going down to the first full address.
That's the right one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and then the other one's Hurley Way, 2221 Hurley.
Number prospect says
We haven't made a
1,
call.
so it should say 2. Farad speed
You got
wash
it right.
down the road.
Yeah, I found another one on 24th. It's kind of a zombie mat, and I was pretty excited about it. And then when I went back to look, it looked like somebody was retooling it up on it. So this one was down the road, so that's why.
It's either an operator that's going to make money or it is a distributor that's going to make money, and the operator won't.
So
Collier's here. It looks like we dialed both numbers. Neither one called us back. We're going to flip a coin here. Who are we calling now?
Fielder's choice, Danny. Whatever you feeling lucky.
3048. We'll call the Trevor since we called him first. Stand by. Here we go.
All right.
Sitting there eating fucking potato chips.
The person you are trying to reach is after the tone. When you have finished, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Trevor, I presume. Trevor, my name is Danny. I'm calling on some commercial space I would like to lease here in Sacramento. That's my goal. Give you a rent check. I left a message a while ago. Call me back at 480-206-6275. That's my cell phone number, direct. Anytime, day or night. I see your number on a sign. Thanks. Colliers should fucking fire you. There's his California license number.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll leave that message next time. Blue and white.
We could just pretend to be the Department of Real Estate or something.
There you go. Sacramento, big and small. We have a landlord and an operator.
Right. I think he owns the building, the whole flipping thing.
But we're calling Daniel, who is not the same guy, right?
Right. He is the vacant space next to it is for lease.
There you go. Okay. All right, here we go.
All right.
Comes up in my phone. Links to you.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
I left you a message a couple weeks ago calling on some commercial space. It shows Mueller Commercial Team with 21st Century. Call me back. My cell phone's 480-206-6275. This is for a commercial space in Sacramento. That's my wireless. Danny D'Angelo, thanks. Frank, it's all I can do. The minute I hear back, I'll text you. I'm returning calls all day, every single day.
You know it. You're my hero, Danny.
Don't say that. All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Oh, boy. Frank Werner. Better yet, comma, Just plug in what Annie was saying when my back was turned, period. For future reference, comma, it's easy to think about what you want to get them to say, period. Quote, did you ever want to buy a laundromat? Question mark, end quote. How did Danny teach you that was not the way to do this? Question mark, end quote. And just let them run, period. Malik, Lindsay. It's part of doing business, period. If you balk about it, they're going to know that you yourself don't even believe in the business, period. It's meaningless because, comma, yes, exclamation point. If you've lost the business, why would they try to get blood from a turnip, question mark?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not.
Hello, you've reached Simon. Please leave a message.
Hello?
No,
Donnie, how's it going?
it's going.
I'm just, you called me at the perfect time. I'm at work. I want to open my documents on my phone so I can see what's going on.
I've never been so excited. First guy that you've put at the top here is Mr. Chen, and we've really had no luck in having a conversation. This is the same telephone number?
Same telephone number, landlord, operator, picked up one time, hello, hello, then hung up, and so far that's it. This is the number that people call when they, you know, God forbid, lose some money in a change machine or whatever, and that's probably why he doesn't answer.
I hate this guy. All right, here we go. Stand by.
Laissez vos messages, s'il vous plaît. Vérifiez en appuyant sur le carré.
Hey there, Danny D. Mr. Chen, this is a call not in reference to losing money in one of the change machines, I'm looking to give you a rent check in Montreal. Serious, big picture business for you, my friend. Call me back. Let me give you my cellular phone number so you can reach me anytime. 480-206-6275 direct. Danny, thanks. Ass muncher. Why, Noah? Why, Noah? All right, next one. I'm scrolling down. Sortie. Hardly a Davidson.
So,
Orlando.
yeah, just Mr. Orlando, just very quick rundown. This is, I believe, a landline. We reached him one time. His wife, who I believe to be his wife, took a message. Of course, he never called back. Again, this place isn't the worst. It's not completely run down. It's in a kind of a seedy area, but open late, closed early, could use some improvements, and that's about it. Decided to put it on the documents anyway.
Got it. All right, stand by.
Thanks.
Hello?
Orlando. I am looking to talk to Orlando. Call me back, my friend. This is in reference to leasing some of your space here in Montreal. I want to give you a rent check. I am sick and tired of salesmen. That is not what I do. 480-206-6275. That's my cellular phone number, my friends. Thanks. I'm sick and tired of old ladies, too. Noah, maybe someone will kidnap her and bonk her over the head. The minute that they call me, I will send you a text, but I'm doing that all day, every day.
Appreciate it, Danny.
Thanks, Noah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have Kurt VA 10/25 trainer.
Yo.
Hey, sorry about that. Try
No
picking
problem.
up.
All right, top of the list, as they say. We've got Richmond, Virginia, Meadowvale. My God, lots and lots of history.
I know.
New number
Still
added.
No.
This guy supposedly works for Colliers. They keep forwarding us through. Am I calling the number that we called new there at the top?
I think so, because at least you got somebody, and then if they transferred, it'll come from their internal system instead of coming
You
from
are
Arizona.
always thinking. I like that. They can ignore their own office instead of me. All right, I'm dialing their number. Stand by.
Yep.
Thank you for calling Colliers. How may I direct your call?
You have a Robbie Brownfield by any chance?
Robbie Brownfield, one moment. Let me transfer you.
Thanks. That was a question, lady. Bobby Brown? Kind of like Robbie Brownfield.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Are
The
you
person
Bobby
you're
Brown?
trying to reach is not available.
Do you rap?
At the tone, please record your message.
Please
When
kill
you
me.
have finished recording, you may hang up.
Robbie, you're killing me. My name's Danny. I'm looking to lease some space in Richmond, Virginia. You're my only hope. If it's not you, man, have somebody call me. 480-206-6275. Thanks. Asshole. In emergency call. Why? Shouldn't I call 911 in an emergency? I think that's a Chinese owner.
It's brutal.
I'm just saying. It's funny
Person you
when
were trying to reach
they
him.
make their signs, and their signs are written the way that they talk. To egg roll. There's no S. You know what I mean. Turner Road in Richmond, chicken and zombies on Turner. That sounds delicious. Who did we talk to here? Anybody?
Iqbal. We're leaving a message for Iqbal.
Iqbal. Iqbal. Okay.
If you look at the pictures, if you go way below, you're going to see that this property was leased by Pollard and Bagby. And then I was just by there because it snowed, and they had these brand new signs that said, watch your ass, because it's slippery from that company. But I have reached out to the company to, just generic to see if they handle this property, and no one's getting back to me. It's not on their website, so I really don't.
It's not my fault after all. All right. Well, they put. Yeah. Are you saying dial the 4052 number maybe or no? Oh God.
I think we still keep dialing the 3673 Iqbal guy.
If they put up a sign that says, don't fall, then somebody probably did. Crazy. Unless
and I have a feeling those signs, I think those signs are just old, and Iqbal or the owner of the gas station down the road, down the plaza, probably just put those up.
Okay.
I don't think this is managed by
they're not brand new signs. Gotcha. All right. Well, all that is very telling and exciting. It gives us an insight into what they're doing. All right. Here we go for big Iqbals. Here we go.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Looking to lease some space.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Hey, this is Danny D'Angelo. I'm calling on some commercial space here in Richmond. I've left you a couple of messages. I just want to be really clear. I'm not selling anything. I want to give you a rent check. This is Turner Road. Danny, my cell phone is 480-206-6275. Thanks. I think that's more frustrating than anything with that Google screening. Please leave your name and reason for calling. Yeah, it's your mom, motherfucker. So...
whatever it is, and it was his voice. So I wonder.
He's changed it over to Google. I mean, this is a new thing, this new Google screening, if that's what it is.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are switching to it. I'm hearing it more and more. I just said I'm looking to lease space.
Oh, sorry. I was getting a delivery and I had to sign for it really fast. Sorry
no
about
problem.
that.
No
I walked
problem.
away.
All right, Kurt. The very fucking second I hear back, I'll text you. We'll call him back. I do that all day, every day.
All right.
Thanks,
I know.
Bye.
Danny D.
How'd you know it was me?
Oh, modern technology is amazing.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
All right. Let's see what we can do here. We got 202 East Buckeye, itchy washed clothes Landlord DK. Is this a new one for us? Brand new?
It is a new one, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to beg you to put new, if you could, on these, because I search that new word every morning just to see if I have any history. And this address I don't have any history with this. Dylan Claire, 31 years old. Do you believe that this might be the actual agent or the landlord?
So I believe this to be the actual landlord. When I searched that, when I Googled that phone number, I got a Mark Claire, who is the father. And so they both have that same phone number. So I wonder if this is not kind of a passing of the torch scenario.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
But
Family
DK,
business. Yeah. Oh, and I did call this number. No. You're putting today's date on there. That always confuses me.
I know.
All right.
I'll stop doing that.
You're so bad at this. Okay, I'm calling the number. Here we go. Stand by.
All right, bye.
Hello?
Mark.
Yes.
Mark, my name is Danny. I am calling on some commercial space I'm interested in leasing. This is here in Phoenix on Buckeye Road, if that makes sense. And this is for my business. I'm not a salesman. I'm not even a real estate agent. I was just hoping to talk.
Yeah, I don't own any property on Buckeye Road anymore.
Oh no, this isn't yours any longer. Well, let me make sure I don't bother you here. This is 202 East Buckeye. So that used to be yours.
202 East Buckeye is my son's.
Oh, okay. There you go. Do you have a better number that I could call?
Are you a realtor or what are you?
No, sir. Like I said, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm looking for my own business. I just drove by there and I saw the DK commercial number. I think it's a shared number for you and your son.
It could be. His number is, 602.
Okay.
Oh God, it's in my phone. It's hard to remember.
You have an iPhone? I could tell you how to find it.
Yes, I have an iPhone.
So just
swipe
up.
Uh-huh.
And then you should see the phone emblem on the bottom.
Yeah.
And you can press the phone emblem. And then it'll pull up a search. And you can, I'm the same way. I only know my wife's number. What's your son's first name?
Dylan.
So type in Dillon and it should pull up his
Okay, I'll do that.
number.
Hold on.
Thanks. Don't hang up on me.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
623-377-5976.
Excellent. I appreciate your time. You guys don't run the laundromat, do you? You have a tenant in there?
Yes, we have a tenant there in the meat market.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, my friend. I'll give him a call.
Call him after 5 tonight because he's at his regular job.
Oh, okay. You got it. Thanks.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Asshole. I'm going to call him after 5. He didn't even have his area code right. So what do? We take the number and we Google it. Doesn't really show anything. so he's not all over the interwebs. So write that out long form. Danny talked to Mark, the dad, who haphazardly found Dylan's cell in his phone. That kind of shit. You know what to do. Let's call it up and see what he says.
All right, sounds good.
Regular job. I told the guy, by the way, before I clicked over and you could hear, I said, I'm not a real estate agent. I'm looking for my business. And he proceeded to ask if I was a realtor. Yeah, thanks.
This is Dylan.
Dylan, my name's Danny. Your dad gave me your number, Mark.
Hi.
Told me not to call you till after 5, but I'm kind of a jerk. Do you have a minute? I'm trying to rent some space from you if you have a minute.
You're trying to rent. What's that?
I'm looking to rent from you the Buckeye Road location. Pretty quickly, I'm in the laundry business. That's what I've done for 20 plus years here in the Valley. And no offense, we scout existing laundromats. When we see kind of underperforming locations, I reach out to the landlord. You know, I'm not looking to buy the business. I don't want to deal with tenants who are looking to sell their business because I don't see any value there. I'm looking to deal with the landlord, you. And if we can sign a long-term lease at some point, today, tomorrow, next week, I'll spend a ton of money on equipment. But frankly, I will get a leg up because I'm not buying the business and I'm also not building it. You know, I don't see an inherent value in anything other than the infrastructure which is there. And you want good tenants. I can become a good tenant. It's by spending a ton of money on washers and dryers. It's not about putting up mirrors and calling the place Sexy Bubbles. It's just another good laundromat. If any of that makes any damn sense. And maybe we talk today, tomorrow, again, when the time is right. If you as the landlord wants to keep a laundromat there, then it typically works. If any of that makes any sense.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I'm at work right now. Let me take down your... You said your name was Danny?
Danny, yes, sir. My cell phone's the same number on your caller ID. That's the only number you need.
Gotcha, okay.
What do you do for work?
I work for the city water department.
Oh, there you go. You get free water for the laundromat. It's perfect. I have one store way up north.
Laundromat off Buckeye.
I have one store way up north. It's actually on a well. It's pretty nice. Up on the
gotcha. Okay.
Reservation.
So what you're looking to do is just
I want to rent it from you.
Become the tenant in there.
Yeah,
you want to take over that. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a non-hostile takeover. I don't deal with operators. I walk through it. There's a couple, there's equipment missing in there that scares me because like a kid could get in there and get hurt if you ever tour your facilities. You know, I make sure if I remove equipment or if I remove an end cap, we've got 220 electric, we've got water and drainage, and kids like to play hide and seek. You know, it just, that really kind of irks me. And if nothing else, holler at your tenant. Tons of top loaders. I mean, if they're not making money and they can't pay rent, that's a different thing. But if they're month to month, I'm not the specter of death. I don't look to throw these people out. I just want to talk to you when the time comes. I'm not here to ask about your rent rolls, but you know, there are great laundromats. I run several of them, and there are people that buy them and realize they bought a bill of goods and they can't make money. It's not what you want.
Yeah. All right. Well, Danny, I'll definitely.
Yeah, see
be thinking
what's
about
going
this.
on and give me a holler.
Yeah.
And we'll talk it out. If you tell me no, or we can talk in 2027, I know what that means, and go ahead and pour some honey in your ear when that time comes. Let me do this. Let me send you an email. What's your email address?
All right, my email address, ready for it. It's going to be my first name, Dylan, Dillon.
Yep.
Last name is Klarer, Klarer.
Got it.
And 30 at hotmail.com.
Excellent. All right, I'll fire you off an email. It's just a generic thing. I'll put some pictures of my stores in there, and
okay,
let me know. Figure out what's going on there. And again, off the record, I'm not looking for specifics on your tenant. That's your business. But we run very good facilities that'll bring more folks in, and the meat market will do better. The whole center will do better. Thanks, dude. Let me know.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
I don't push, right? I get the guy on the phone. You did the work. You found Dad's number. Dad gives us the kid's number. I get his email address, which is a good sign. If he would have said, I don't think you need my email. Wow, what a dick. But he didn't. He said, okay, here's my email address. It's a good contact. I can't help but poke the bear and say, look, this is a dangerous facility, bro. Not because they painted the floors instead of putting tile, not because they're horrible business people, because nobody cares about that. But I have to entice him and say, well, you want good tenants. And I also couldn't help but ask, what do you do? So put in there that he works for the city water. I don't know what city it is, but he's got a decent job, and there's a tipping point like, oh, should I wait until 5 like Dad said? But I don't know if you heard it. I said, well, I'm a dick, so I just decided to call you right away. And he laughed at that. I'll send him the email when we hang up. I would say that this one is back on the list in a couple of weeks if he doesn't reach out. And no matter what he does, you need to keep a close physical eye on it and figure out whether or not this place goes belly up, because he's got other shit on his mind. He's a young kid.
Yeah. So I think this operator has a few locations. I have seen him at 2 different locations in the valley. So he's got a few of them. They're both rat traps. I mean, the other one is terrible, but I think they're going to demolish the entire center and redevelop it, turn it into an apartment complex or something. I really get that feel because they're not leasing anything out.
Well,
he
when
doesn't
people,
put anybody into that one, I can
when people
understand.
have more than one store, they can rob Peter to pay Paul. They can move the money over. But if they have more than one location, it usually means they're not a complete moron when it comes to how the place should be operated. But if they're both armpits, we need to call both. I'll send that email. All right, let's hit up John. History says nothing. Is this new, or did we call this one already? New.
It's new.
Damn you.
I know these freaking guys.
These tiny little rules of mine.
John
lives in Florida, but his real name is Yakov Smirnov, and he's got a local Swaler number. All right, I'm dialing. Stand by.
All right. Mute.
Yeah.
John, this is Danny D'Angelo. If you wouldn't mind, call me back. This is on a property of yours here in Arizona, hence my cell phone number, 480-206-6275. Give me a call. I'm looking to rent from you. Thanks. Thanks for all that pronunciation. I appreciate that. That's why he has people call him John. All right, I'm sending the email on the first one. Nicely done. The second one, he calls me. I'm going to save his number, both numbers in my phone. I will not bother to, well, yeah, I'll save Dad's number too since I called it.
Okay.
Talk to you. I'll let you know.
Well, that's
when they call me
exciting.
back.
I feel like
oh my God,
we got some good bites.
it's never been so exciting. Say goodbye.
Oh my gosh, just riveting. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.